and welcome. You're watching MIT News and I'm Dhanya Menon. It's been more than 1.5 years since the first COVID case was reported in India. The challenges posed by COVID-19 has caused immense stress to the people around the globe. But now, with the decreasing cases of COVID-19, the restrictions are being relaxed and people are adapting to a new normal world. In this edition of MIT News, we will be looking into some aspects of this new normal world. First, the headlines of this edition. Dibrugarh organizes massive COVID campaigns in response to the new COVID phase. Amid the fear of COVID surge, the state government has issued guidelines for Durga Puja. Schools reopen in Pune. Teachers welcome students back on campus. After the shopping malls, now it's time for the theatres and auditoriums to reopen, but with restrictions. The new normal necessitates that people are completely vaccinated or at least receive the first dose of vaccination, as every state work towards reducing the number of cases and begin normalizing the situation. Purbali Sarma of MIT News reported from the eastern Indian state of Assam. She visited a vaccination center in Dibrugarh and tells us how the immunization process is going on.
As most of the people are getting fully vaccinated or at least done with the first dose, the new normal COVID phase has entered with changes in the government SOPs, easing down the restrictions too. I'm here covering the massive COVID vaccination drive going on from two centers, namely Keshav Bhavan and Milan Jyoti Sangha from Dibrugarh, Assam. The people are seen wearing masks and maintaining social distance at the waiting area to get themselves vaccinated as the new normal phase demands. There are not many people to be seen at the centers as most of them are already vaccinated with both the doses until now. Let's get some more details about this drive from both the centers.
Rapid test antigen test হৈছে তাত আমি ৰেজিষ্ট্ৰেচন কৰাৰ পৰা আদি কৰি আমি সকলোখিনি লাগি আছো আমাৰ ল্যাবটেক দুগৰাকী ল্যাবটেকে টেষ্ট কৰে.
As informed by the interview, there was a case few days back where a person turned out to be COVID positive while doing the rapid antigen test and was immediately taken to the hospital from Milan Jyoti Sangha.
After getting this, যদি এখন নেগেটিভ আমি পাওঁ তেনেহ'লে একৰ্ডিংলি আমি মানে মানুহখিনি কল কৰিছোঁ কল কৰাৰ পিছত ইয়াত এণ্ট্ৰি হয় মোবাইল নম্বৰ লওঁ তেওঁলোকৰ এজৰ ওপৰত ডিপেণ্ড কৰি 18+45+60+ হয় তাৰপিছত আমি এজন কৰিছোঁ হয়তো বহুত মানে লোৱা নাই এতিয়াও বাকী আছে তথাপি আমি যেনেকৈ পাৰোঁ তেখেতসকলক আমি ইনফৰ্মেশ্যন দিছোঁ আৰম্ভণিৰ পৰা যেতিয়া মে 6 তাৰিখৰ পৰা আমাৰ যিটো কেম্পটো আৰম্ভ হৈছিলে সেইফালৰ পৰা যদি চাবলৈ যাওঁ তেতিয়া প্ৰথমতে আমাৰ সৰহ ইনফৰ্ম ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জে আছে এতিয়া টাইম হৈ গৈছে এতিয়া ধৰি লওক সেইখিনি মানুহৰ ছেকেণ্ড ড'জ ল'বলৈ হৈ গ'ল বা হৈ গ'লেই অলৰেডি গতিকে ছেকেণ্ড ড'জৰ এতিয়াতো মানে শতাংশটো বেছি গৈছে আৰু ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জৰ এতিয়া মোটামুটি বহুতে ল'লে সেইকাৰণে 90% ছেকেণ্ড ড'জ লৈ 10% আপোনাৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জ ল'লে
ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জ ল'বলৈ আহিছিল
হয় মই ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জো লৈছিলোঁ এতিয়া আজি ছেকেণ্ড ড'জ লোৱা হ'ল হয় আমাৰ মোৰ ঘৰ মিলনৰ ঘৰতে আৰু এই মিলন জ্যোতি সংঘ যিখিনি সহায় কৰিছে মানুহক আৰু যি চিষ্টেমেটিক হৈছে সেইটো কাৰণে বহুতখিনি মানুহৰ সহায় হৈছে
এতিয়া বৰ্তমান এনেকুৱা হৈছে যে বহুত লোকে ভাবে কোভিডটো অলমষ্ট নাইকিয়া হৈ গৈছে বুলি সেইসকল লোকলে কি বাৰ্তা দিব
এৱাৰনেছ প্ৰগ্ৰেম এটা ৰাখিব লাগে কাৰণ এতিয়া মেক্সিমাম ভাবিছে কি ছেকেণ্ড ড'জ লোৱাৰ পিছত কোভিড নহয় সিহঁতৰ তেনেকৈ মাস্ক পিন্ধা মেক্সিমাম মানুহ এতিয়া ডিব্ৰুগড় এৰি দিছে
আপুনি ইয়াতে ভেকচিনেশ্যন ড্ৰাইভটোত কেতিয়াৰ পৰা আপুনি লাগি ভাগি দি আছে
একদম প্ৰথম পাই আছোঁ যদি মানে কি সদায় নপৰে ডিউটি সেইটোৱে আৰু আমি যেনেকৈ মানে এতিয়া নিজক প্ৰটেকশ্যন লৈ আছোঁ গ্লভছ মাস্ক তেনেকৈ পিন্ধি মাজতেতো পিপি কিট পিন্ধি পিনে প্ৰথমতে দিয়া হৈছিলে এতিয়া বাৰু সেইখিনি কৰা নাই কমি গ'ল কাৰণে ক'ভিডটো তেওঁলোককো তেনেকৈ যাতে সতৰ্ক হৈ থাকে নিজেই নিজক বচাবৰ কাৰণে নিজৰ প্ৰিকশ্যনখিনি নিজে লওক
I also gathered some more information from Milan Jyoti Sangha's General Secretary Mr. Nir Kumar Datta about this campaign.
আমি ডিব্ৰুগড় জিলাৰ যুটীয়া স্বাস্থ্য সঞ্চালকালয়ৰ জইণ্ট ডিৰেক্টৰ উদ্যোগৰ আৰু জিলা প্ৰশাসনৰ সহযোগত আমি এই কামটো যোৱা 6 তাৰিখৰ 6 মে'ৰ পৰা আমি আৰম্ভ কৰিছোঁ ইতিমধ্যে আমি প্ৰায় 13,000ৰ ওপৰৰ ভেকচিনেশ্যন আমি কৰিছোঁ ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জে হওক ছেকেণ্ড ড'জে হওক নামবিলাক মেইনটেইন কৰিছোঁ আমাৰ যোনদিনা কিমান ভেকচিন লৈছে ধৰক সেইবিলাক আমাৰ প্ৰতিজনৰ নাম আছে যিখিনি লোৱা নাই তেওঁলোকে একচুৱেলি আনিব পৰা নাই আমি বহুত চেষ্টা কৰিছোঁ আৰু যিখিনি আহিছে ধৰক আমি সজাগ কৰিছোঁ আমি মেছেজ দিছোঁ যে আপোনালোকে এই ভেকচিনটো লওক
So here I am at Keshav Bhavan where again the place is well sanitized and well arranged for the vaccination drive to go smoothly. Let's get some more details from here.
ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জটো ল'লে ছেকেণ্ড ড'জটো আছে
ডেইলি যোনটো আমি চিডিউল আমি প্ৰভাইড কৰি আছোঁ অকল এইটো এৰিয়া বুলি নহয় বাকী 4-5 কিলোমিটাৰ যোনটো থাকে সেইখিনি এৰিয়াত ভেকচিন পাব ফাৰ্ষ্ট ড'জো আছে ছেকেণ্ড
মাস্ক ইউজ কৰোঁ মাস্ক 10 মিনিট চেনিটাইজাৰ ইউজ কৰি আছোঁ
So this is how the vaccination drive is going on in full swing at Kesham Bhavan and Milanjiti Sangha to enter the new normal phase. I really appreciate the initiative taken by both these centers to vaccinate the people of Dibrugarh and the nearby areas with both the doses free of cost. I would like to urge the people of India through our channel to get themselves vaccinated to fight against this dreadful COVID disease. Stay safe, take care of your health and of your family. Reporting live from Assam, Purbali, MI.
States are slowly limping back to normalcy. But Assam Silchar has issued strict guidelines for the Durga Puja celebrations this year to avoid any fresh coronavirus outbreak. Following the guidelines, the organizers are arranging for a low-key celebrations for the second time in a row. But are the revelers ready to maintain the protocol? Saptadeepa Paul Chaudhary reports.
আবারও আসবে শিউলি ঝরে পড়বে কুয়াশায় মাখা ভোর মা আসবেন বছর শেষে পিতৃকে হবে মার আরাধনাও কিন্তু এবার সারা বিশ্বের আবাবর বাঙালিদের জন্য এবার একটি অন্য ধরনের পুজো করোনার করাল ধাবা পড়েছে এবারের পুজোতে বাংলা ভাষা সাহিত্য এবং সংস্কৃতির চর্চায় ঈশানকোণ বরাক উপত্যকার শিলচরে এবার পুজোর কেমন প্রস্তুতি আসুন দেখে নিন।
Durga Puja is the biggest festival in the eastern India, but it is now celebrated across the country and even in most parts of the world. Last year, the festivities were marred by the COVID-19 first wave. This time, it is being celebrated with some strict restrictions. Let's see how the people in Silchar are celebrating it.
আজ আমরা চলে এসেছি শিলচর বাস স্ট্যান্ডে এখানে একটি ভীষণ বিখ্যাত পুজো কমিটির কার্যকর্তা নীলোৎপল সেনগুপ্তের সাথে আমরা কথা বলছি।
হ্যাঁ আমাদের মন খুব বিষাদপূর্ণ পুজো একটা কথা আগেই বলেছি করোনার আবহে পূজা একটা অনিশ্চিত ব্যাপার হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে পুজো হয়তো হবে বাড়ির পুজোগুলি হবে মন্দিরের পুজোগুলি হবে কিন্তু বারোয়ারি যেসব পুজো সেই পুজোগুলো কী মাত্রায় হবে নিশ্চয়ই সেই বড় আকারে সেই বড় বাজেটের পুজো হবে না।
আমরা এবার চলে এসেছি শিলচরের অনেক পুরনো এবং বিখ্যাত রাইস মিল কমিটিতে এখানের শৈবাল দত্তর সাথে আমরা কথা বলছি যেহেতু ইউজুয়ালি এই টাইমটাতে শপিংও শুরু হয়ে যায় অনেক কিছু আমরা মণ্ডপও দেখতে পারি তারপরে এই যে রাস্তাতে হোর্ডিংস সব লেগে যায় এবার তো এগুলো কিছু দেখতে পাচ্ছি না তো এটা নিয়ে আপনার কি ওপিনিয়ন্স আছে একটু শেয়ার করুন।
দেখুন আপনি এটা ঠিকই বলেছেন অন্যবার পূজায় এমন সময়ে আমাদের প্রতিমার কাজও এখানে শুরু হয়ে যায় প্যান্ডেলের কাজও শুরু হয়ে যায় এইদিকে ঘাটতি হচ্ছে কিন্তু আমি আপনাকে একটা বলছি আনন্দের দিকটা এখানে ঘাটতি হবে না।
As we could see from this entire program that the hearts of a Bengali or the hearts of a person celebrating Durga Puja is still intact no matter what the situation is and everybody is ready for the festivities to begin. We can only hope that around next year when Durga Puja arrives, we can all be excluded from this devil known as coronavirus and we can all get back to our old normal discarding this new normal that we are in.
So, the devotees at Silchar are not happy with the protocols. During the Navratri that started on 7th October, the Maharashtra government has allowed religious places to be open for the devotees. The temples too are imposed with new restrictions. Our correspondent Priya Malhotra brings us a report from ISKCON Temple, Rawat.
Good evening. My name is Priya Malhotra from MIT News. And here I am reporting live from ISKCON Temple, Rawat. So here I came for post-COVID regulations and I met Devidas Prabhuji over here to explain how the post-COVID regulations are followed in this temple. Prabhuji, इकडे कसं चालू आहे?
आम्ही गेटवर सॅनिटायझर करतो
आणि गेटमध्ये आल्यानंतर टेम्पलमध्ये सुद्धा 2 ठिकाणी सॅनिटायझर होतं, चक्क स्टँडवर पण सॅनिटायझर होतं आणि सर्व लोकांनाही मास्क लावलेले आहेत आणि आतमध्ये सोशल डिस्टन्सिंगसुद्धा सर्वजण फॉलो करतात सर आणि व्यवस्थित दर्शन घेऊन बाहेर जातात. जास्त वेळ कोणी थांबत नाही आणि व्यवस्थित सर्वजण दर्शन
किती
घेऊन
वेळ थांबतात लोक मॅक्स टू मॅक्स?
एक 5 ते 10 मिनिटं.
एक 5 ते 10
5 ते 10 मिनिटं.
आणि तुम्ही पण फॉलो करता आणि सगळे ब्रह्मचारी पण फॉलो करतात, राईट? So here I have talked with Devidas Prabhuji and he has explained how the rules and regulations followed during the post-COVID season. And from today onwards, the Maharashtra government has also opened the temples for the common ears. So I am taking my cue to live. Reporting live from Rave, Priya Malhotra, MIT News.
People will have to bear with this new normal phase, be it temples or schools. After being closed for a year and a half, schools in Maharashtra's Pune district reopened for physical classes on 4th October. Naturally, the students were seen to be excited to attend the offline classes. MIT News was there on the day of the reopening of the classes in one of the schools on the outskirts of Pune district. Stuti Bandyopadhyay reports.
The pandemic hit the citizens very badly and had various sectors on hold and follow new norms. The education sector was one of them. Yet, many schools took this challenge and adapted to this new normal. Today we'll be visiting Renuka Swarup Girls High School, which is 85 years old, and see how the teachers have adapted to this new normal.
Ma'am, what was your first reaction when the pandemic hit and how did you adapt to this situation?
When we used to read it through the newspapers, but when we get official notice of first lockdown, we were firstly worried about standard 10 children because only one paper was left to be conducted. So initially we thought that they should have completed the exam, but we had no option for it, and initially we didn't panic actually because through newspapers we used to get the news and we were mentally slightly prepared for this, but we had no idea that it will be pulled on so much. So first we teachers conducted the meeting and very much is taken by the school committee chairman. He himself was a doctor and he conducted the meeting. I requested him because this school involves the teacher who age from 35 to 57. And so we conducted an online meeting on Zoom, and there our chairman guided all of us that we need not worry about our health. Only slight precaution will keep us away from this pandemic. And so the teachers were at ease, and then we decided that all the class teachers will talk to the students. Some teachers contacted the children personally from the lower classes. And then we slowly messaged them to download Zoom and all, and we conducted the meetings. The teachers conducted the meetings and explained these points to the children so that there is no need to worry. They must follow the rules set by the government and all. And so even the students were a bit relieved. Nahi, theek hai baba, it's not that severe and we can follow the rule and we can stay away from it. And then the society also helped us, and we had no idea that this will go up to June. So we prepared an SOP. So we thought that the schools might reopen in June last year. So society prepared an SOP for our schools, which includes all types of informations, the care to be taken by the staff, by the students, by the parents, and other things. So all the online meetings were conducted and we prepared that SOP. And when in June we got the circular that only non-teaching and administrative staff can join the school. There was a bit confusion with the teachers, but as and when required the teachers joined the school. But slowly the GRs started coming in and accordingly we followed. Because since this is a granted school, we are bound by GRs. And the teachers started conducting the lessons online. They eased out the students by telling stories or by chatting with them initially. we didn't hit the textbooks first. But slowly 10th and 12th had no time, so we spent 1 or 2 lectures talking to them or explaining them the things that how to adapt themselves for online classes. Initially the attendance was less, but slowly it increased, and we had to shuffle the timetable because in some families there were 2 daughters or 2 to 3 children who were studying at the same time. So we took their number and accordingly we made changes in our own timetable. Like junior college was shifted to the morning lesson, but later on we found that morning lectures were not good for them, inconvenient. So we shifted it into the afternoon shift. And this way we continued, and this year all the teachers joined the school from 15th, and since we are beginning, so we have followed all the government norms plus the norms given by our society. Even now also we are getting certain things that are needed for sanitizing and cleaning the school from the society. We just have to mail the requirement and the society provides us. And for this time we have stuck the stickers, various stickers on the walls. We have lots of blackboards, so you will find that we have written the relevant matters on the blackboard, but mostly they are in Marathi since the school is Marathi medium. Then we have instructed the students the instructions, what they have to carry, what time the school will be, the sitting arrangement for offline, and the classroom sessions for online. That timetable has been set up. And again, like last year, we have taken the help of the morning shift also. Teachers, all my teachers are working right now round the clock. Means 10 to 5 is only on paper right now. And we are ready to open the school. And we have taken we have done the survey. And I am happy to know that almost 80% girls are ready to come here. But let's see what the picture will be on the first day. And we have arranged the timetable in such a way that they will be coming to the school twice in a week. And that freedom is given to the schools by the government, that as per the students' number and the facilities, they can reshuffle the schedule. So right now we'll go with this, and then let us see, as the government passes the norms, we'll keep changing the things.
Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back with more news updates. Stay tuned. Also been impacted due to COVID-19, but now things are getting back to normal. Olympics was successfully organized. IPL has also been played with much excitement. At the local level, public parks and playgrounds are getting back at their life as well. Let's take a look at this new normal era through the lens of our reporter Akansha Ahire.
Things seem to be coming back to normalcy post the second wave of COVID-19. Not only are the malls and restaurants reopening, but the public parks and the playgrounds in Mumbai too have reopened. Today I am standing at Shivaji Park, Mumbai, which is one of the largest grounds situated in Mumbai. Let's see how the citizens are coming back on track.
तो अभी ये लॉकडाउन खुल गया है, अभी पार्क में चलना अलाउड है, तो अभी कितने दिन से आपने आना चालू किया है?
लॉकडाउन खुला तभी से आ रहे हैं।
अच्छा, तो आप रोज इसी टाइम पे फ्रेंड्स के साथ? अच्छा, दोनों टाइम पे। तो अभी आपको भीड़ जैसे पहले दिखाई देती थी वैसे ही अभी है कि कम है? उससे ज़्यादा है। अच्छा, तो आपको लगता है कि लोग बराबर से सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग रख के वॉक करें? नहीं रखते। आप घर जाने के बाद फिर क्या प्रिकॉशंस लेते हो? अच्छा अच्छा, और आपने वैक्सीन ले ली है? दोनों डोज?
Not just the general public, but the children too have rushed onto the grounds and resumed with their sporting activities. A football coach who has been coaching the school-going children for the past 4 years has started with his class just today and is seeing a positive turnout from his students.
How many number of students do you coach right now?
Right now, actually, today is the first class again after the second wave. So right now we have had, I think, 12 in the first batch and I think 6 in the second batch.
Okay, and now how comfortable are parents sending their children here?
After the first lockdown, in those 4 months, they were a bit comfortable, but after the first month. Right now, again, it looks like, today was just the first class, but it looks like it will take a bit time because here it lot has to do with confidence. When the parents see others, they feel a bit more confident, and so does the children. And the children which I take are very small. So when they see other children along, they feel more comfortable and they are happy to come.
So then are you all taking any kind of COVID precautions as such?
See, when it comes to sanitization, all the children do carry their sanitizers and we avoid like much of contact. So like the fist pumps and the I5s, all that side, it's more of just punching and those sort of things. And while playing, the children were comfortable wearing their masks. We allow them, we don't force anyone out of those who are comfortable to wear it, they wear it. But we see when they are running, they just take it below their nose because it's much more healthier.
Right. So then how much time do you think will, it will take for things to come back to normal?
From the children and
Right,
parents' point of
yes.
view? Honestly, what I have seen before, I think about a month.
Prahar, a police training academy too recently started with their classes. During the training sessions, it was seen that none of the students were wearing their masks. When asked about the same to their trainer, he said that each one was vaccinated with at least the first dose.
Lockdown restrictions have been relaxed in most of the public places. We can see that the citizens are flouting all the COVID-19 rules and coming back to normalcy at a faster pace, which can be an invitation to the third wave. This is Akanksha Ahir, a correspondent, reporting from Shivaji Park Ground, Mumbai, with video journalist Ashok Rane, MIT News.
Malls are being opened with restrictions. But aren't you waiting for the theatres to reopen? I'm eagerly waiting for it. The movie enthusiast will have to wait a little longer for the big screens to show Bollywood and Hollywood blockbusters. Komal Vandekar tells us about the protocols that the movie buffs will have to follow in order to enjoy the movies on big screen.
Hello, I am Komal Bhandekar and we are standing at Empress Mall, Nagpur. Over the weekend, the state government further easing and unlocking measures as far the state is concerned, and the part of those unlocking measures, theatres will be allowed to reopen from October 22nd. So let's go in and find out from the people that how is the excitement.
So from 22nd of October, the theatres and auditoriums are been reopening. How is the excitement among you?
I think we all are excited, but scared as well because of the past year and past experience. So I think from a monetary point of view and entertainment point of view, the theatres and private cinema theatres should open, but they should follow safety rules. A two-person cannot sit on the adjacent chair. We have to make sure that all the seats are pre-sanitized before every show, and we have to follow all the safety rules. And yes, definitely we are excited but scared. But I think that everything has to open one day, so it's good that everything is okay. Along with it, all the people who are going to see the movie, they have to follow all the rules, and the person who is opening theatres, they have to make all the rules to make it more safety and easier for everyone.
So, talking about the shopping malls, in Maharashtra, the shopping malls are now allowed to reopen, but with all the safety measures. We have with us Mr. Kishore Ramteke, the manager of Pantaloons, who will guide us with all the COVID appropriate protocols that are being followed.
कोविड से आपके स्टोर पे क्या इफ़ेक्ट्स हुए हैं?
से मतलब जैसे सेल से रिलेटेड देखा जाए तो काफ़ी इफेक्ट पड़ा है, मतलब सेल डाउन है, रीग्रोथ में चल रहा है। तो गवर्नमेंट का एक रूल था कि जैसे मार्केट में भी बात करूँ मैं, तो मार्केट में सब कस्टमर को अलाउ है, बट मॉल में ऐसा है कि सेकंड डोज वालों को ही अलाउ है। दैट्स वाई रीज़न की सेल बहुत रीग्रोथ चल रहा है।
और कौन से प्रोटोकॉल्स और नॉर्म्स फॉलो किए जा रहे हैं?
ऐसा रहेंगे कि टेम्परेचर चेक होता है कस्टमर का, चाहे स्टाफ का रहे या फिर कस्टमर का रहे। 98 के नीचे रहता है तो ही अलाउ करते हैं, अदरवाइज अगर 98 के ऊपर रहेंगे तो हम लोग अलाउ नहीं करते वो चीज़। एंड 6 फीट का डिस्टेंस होता है कस्टमर के साथ या फिर फ्लोर रिलेटेड भी। 75 स्क्वायर फीट में एक कस्टमर चाहिए, उसके हिसाब से अगर देखा जाए तो 350 कस्टमर मेरे स्टोर में रह सकते हैं।
Digital payments have increased after the world faced COVID-19. The impact of this digital footprint will remain for a longer time, even after the pandemic, as people have started realizing the practicality, convenience, and ease that this digital payment can bring. Our correspondent, Krishna Mohor, spoke to Mr. Surendra Yerne, manager at Tirupati Urban Bank. Let's take a look.
The COVID-19 pandemic could be the most serious challenge to financial institutions in nearly a century. Bank sector is one of them. So today we'll be visiting the Tirupati Urban Bank to know about the drastic changes which comes in after the pandemic.
ज्या बँकेच्या कंडिशन्स पहिले होते आणि आता पोस्ट कोविडमध्ये जसं आपण म्हणू शकतो की मीडिया कन्व्हर्जन्स किंवा मग आपण म्हणू शकतो डिजिटल कन्व्हर्जन्स जो आलेला आहे तो कुठेतरी दिसून पडतो का आता?
बिलकुल, आमच्या बँकेलाही ऑलरेडी आम्ही डिजिटलमध्येच आहोत. म्हणजे आमच्याकडे मोबाईल बँकिंग फॅसिलिटी, ATM, डेबिट कार्ड्स वगैरे आमच्याकडे आहे, ऑलरेडी आहे. त्याच्यानंतर आम्ही अजून त्याच्यामध्ये मोबाईल बँकिंगमध्ये आणखीन डेव्हलपमेंट केलं आहे की आपण स्टेटमेंट्स वगैरे ज्या जास्तीत जास्त डिजिटलमध्ये जाता येईल, कारण सध्या लोकांना बँकेपर्यंत यायला वेळ नाही आहे. कॉम्पिटिशन दिवसेंदिवस वाढलं चालली आहे. बाकीच्या बँकेचा सिनेरिओ बघता आम्हाला त्यात कन्व्हर्जन करायचं आहे. तर त्याच्यामुळे आम्ही पण आमच्या डिजिटलमध्ये बऱ्याचपैकी सुधारणा केल्या आहेत. मोबाईल बँकिंग, कार्ड आणि ATMs वगैरे या सगळ्या गोष्टी आमच्याकडे ऑलरेडी सुरू आहेत.
म्हणजे युजेस आता जास्त वाढलेला आहे पहिल्यापेक्षा. बरं, त्यानंतर माझा एक क्वेश्चन असा आहे की कोविडमध्ये लोकांची जेव्हा गर्दी करायची किंवा जे काही व्हायचं तर त्या टायमाला काही इन्स्ट्रक्शन तुम्हाला गव्हर्नमेंटने दिलेले असेल ते फॉलो व्हायचे का? आणि
गव्हर्नमेंटचे इन्स्ट्रक्शन्सच्या नुसार आम्हाला त्याच्या अंतर्गतच पूर्ण कामं करायला लागली. इव्हन आम्हाला आमच्या HOD पण गाईडलाईन दिल्या असेल. त्यामध्ये सॅनिटायझेशन आहे, सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग आहे, आम्ही पूर्ण स्ट्रिक्टली मेंटेन केल्या. काउंटरवरती आमचा एक गार्ड सॅनिटाईज घेऊन भरायचा. सोशल डिस्टन्ससाठी आम्ही सेपरेट मेंटेन केलं आणि लोकही बऱ्यापैकी जागृत होते, त्यामुळे त्या लोकांकडून आम्हाला बऱ्यापैकी सहकार्य मिळालं.
म्हणजे लोकांनी कॉपरेट केलं.
Krishna Mohor, reporting for MIT News, Nagpur, Maharashtra.
COVID has been challenging for everyone, especially for the small business owners. The impact of COVID-19 has shown adverse effects on the economy, especially during the extended period of lockdown. As street vendors and small business owners are slowly adapting to the new normal, the only concern at this moment is to survive. Let's take a look at their plight.
Like many other sectors, COVID-19 came down heavily on the business of the street vendors. They were not able to do their business as the whole country went under lockdown. The estimate over 20 million people are involved in this business. They suffered a lot in the last 1.5 years.
रहता कस्टमर जो 10-12 तो आता है, बाकी के तो बहुत ज़्यादातर लॉकडाउन में अभी तक गिराक नहीं, कुछ नहीं, प्रॉब्लम चालू हो गया. अब यही है सब, कैसे तो कट गया.
COVID-19 plays havoc on the other business as well. The pandemic badly hit the offline book trade. Through online books were available, the bookshop were shut. What did the bookseller do?
लॉकडाउन में डिपेंड ऑन अपने बिजनेस किया है.
वो ऑफिशियल है या ऑफिशियल है कोई उसमें मतलब नहीं, क्योंकि हर जन को अपना सर्वाइव करना था अपनी फैमिली लाइफ।
हाँ सर।
तो वो हिसाब से ऑनलाइन बिजनेस में ज़्यादा सभी लोग कन्वर्ट करते हैं क्योंकि फिजिकली अलाउड ही।
The government of India launched a special scheme called PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi for providing loans to the street vendors. The scheme also aims to uplift the lives of these people. However, it has been found that mere 10,000 rupees were not sufficient to support their families during the lockdown. The vendors will take a long time to recover their losses as the market is gradually opening up. This is Sanjay Jagdale reporting from Pune for MIT News.
The protective mask was supposed to help us fight the battle of COVID-19, but today it has emerged as a fashion accessory. Interestingly, the availability of these fashionable face masks is not limited. From local markets to renowned designers, these masks are available everywhere. Let's take a look at this trend. Ahead of the festive season, most state governments have eased COVID-19 restrictions, allowing markets and businesses to operate. As we adjust to the new normal, to ease the financial condition of enterprises that the pandemic has brought, the fashion industry is no exception. Masks are in demand more than ever, and the bizarre situation sparked a fantastic amount of creativity among designers, and it is turning into a good business. Not only local market, order for designer masks are keeping fashion designers busy. Preeti Kona, Mumbai-based fashion designer, has quickly caught up on this trend by adding their own aesthetic to making a fashion statement mask. Masks have emerged as an essential part of one's attire. How did you embrace this new style statement as people began to opt for colorful designer masks?
See, people are, fashion for them is fashion. Any which ways we have to wear mask, and using through mask is very, disposable masks are very harmful. So why not this cloth mask? It is reusable, it is, it is fashionable also.
The renowned designer from Mumbai has made masks in different designs, sizes and colors, and these are washable, coordinating with traditional and western outfits. She will give us more insights into this new trend, available for both kids and adults. How are you experimenting with incorporating your signature styles into masks?
I have started with my own signature styles by doing the embroidered one. It is not the normal one. So when you go to the party, you can flaunt your mask because you have to wear it, and your mask is good, so definitely you are not gonna pull it down.
Social media has portrayed how masks have evolved beyond a necessity. The brides and grooms have worn a coordinated and designer mask along with their outfits. Do you get such special requests from the brides and grooms?
Yes, I do get. Suppose I have requested to be made a designer mask for the bride and the same coordinated mask for the groom. So it is a compulsory mandatory thing, so why not to flaunt a good designer mask? And that is considered to be a status. If you have it, you flaunt it.
Customers are also upbeat about the designer mask, and they felt they can also make a fashion statement. Today the biggest accessory is a mask. What do you think about it? Like, are you also coordinating masks with your outfits?
Yes, of course. Whenever I come to my designer, I first thing tell her I need the same mask, same design, so that when we go out we need to look good. And since it is restricted that we have to wear mask, so of course we need to look good. So we cannot just wear anything.
Do you feel that the trend of mask by designers bringing in creativity in various ways?
It's of course when a new product is introduced in the market, it's open for creativity. So you can see that creativity in all the products, in each and every aspect of life as well as in each and every product. So every product that comes into the market goes through a phase of evolution.
Be it regular or designer mask, this new trend has appeared at the forefront of the fashion industry due to the pandemic. Now more than safety, it is a fashion statement accessory. In Mumbai, Danya Menon reporting for MIT. As we adjust to the new normal, the COVID-19 has created endless troubles and opportunities in various sectors. But in a highly populated country like India, the pandemic can only be controlled with the support of its citizens. So, here is an appeal. Please wear a mask, sanitize your hands regularly, maintain social distance, and follow all the protocols set by the authorities. With this, I am Danya Menon signing off. Thank you for watching this edition of MIT News. Stay tuned for more updates and special reports.